जय जय माता सरस्वती जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय 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 माता सरस्वती जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी हंसवाहिनी परमासन माता दीनभूषकदारिणी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी तू ही दुर्गा तू ही काली तू ही माता पार्वती तू ही दुर्गा तू ही काली तू ही माता पार्वती सकल जगत की पालन करनी वेद्य भूरिदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश शेष सब ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश शेष सब तेरे ही गुणगान करे हम सब का कल्याण करो माँ वेद्य भूरिदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय 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 माता सरस्वती जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जो सूरज को पूजे उसे कहूँ मेरा पार जो सूरज को पूजे उसे कहूँ मेरा पार जो सूरज को पूजे उसे कहूँ मेरा पार शिशिका जग के रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली महिमा तुम्हारी तुम्हारी जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी तुम्हारी जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने तेरी दया से जीते हैं मैया, तेरे भरोसे चलती है मैया, तेरी दया से जीते हैं मैया, तेरे भरोसे चलती है मैया, कर है सबसे दीवानी जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली दुखियों की घर में सुख बिताते, अंधियार घर में दिया जलाते, दुखियों की घर में सुख बिताते, अंधियार घर में दिया जलाते, सबका मिटा दे रातें काली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली शरणों में बेटे आश लगाए, बिनती हमारी गाली न जाए, चरणों में बेटे आश लगाए, बिनती हमारी गाली न जाए, ले लो ले आरती की ताली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली महिमा तुम्हारी तुम्हारी जगदम्बे मैया, महिमा तुम्हारी तुम्हारी जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया, जग के रखवाले करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया।
ओम दुर्गति हारिणी दुर्गा अम्बे, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, दुर्गति हारिणी दुर्गा अम्बे, तेरी जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। भव भय तारिणी भवानी अम्बे तेरी नमस्कार हो, भव भय तारिणी भवानी अम्बे तेरी नमस्कार हो। दुर्गति हारिणी दुर्गा अम्बे तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। तेरी ही आभा से ज्योति सूरज चांद सितारे हैं, तेरे ही माँ शक्ति लेकर खड़े हुए ये सारे हैं। अम्बे जय जय अम्बे, सुखदाई हो सृष्टि सारी, हल्का दुख का भार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। दुर्गति हारिणी दुर्गा अम्बे तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। विश्वम में सब शक्ति तो ब्रह्मलोक पर अंत है, तेरी महिमा का है मैया नदी आदि और अंत है। अम्बे जय जय अम्बे, जन्म जन्म तक हे ब्रह्मानी, चरण कमल सो प्यार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। भव भय तारिणी भवानी अम्बे तेरी नमस्कार हो, भव भय तारिणी भवानी अम्बे तेरी नमस्कार हो। दुर्गति हारिणी दुर्गा अम्बे तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो। भव भय तारिणी भवानी अम्बे तेरे नमस्कार हो, दुर्गति हारिणी दुर्गा अम्बे तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो, तेरी जय जयकार हो।
ज्ञान सखा जय माँ, हे दिया
जागो हे जगदम्बे जागो हे ज्वाला जागो हे दुर्गे माँ जागो प्रतिपाला भक्त जनों ने तेरे दर पे तेरा डाला जागो माँ जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो माँ जागो जागो हे जगदम्बे
जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करूँ प्रणाम, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। मुझे बचाते पीरावों से वरद हस्त जो तेरे, तेरे मंदिर आते जाते पाँव तके ना मेरे। जय माँ जय माँ जय माँ। मुझे बचाते पीरावों से वरद हस्त जो तेरे, तेरे मंदिर आते जाते पाँव तके ना मेरे। तूने माता सदा बनाए मेरे बिगड़े काम, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। तेरे महिमा में क्या गाऊं सारी दुनिया जाने, उसको विपता कभी न घेरे जो कोई तुझको माने। हे माँ हे माँ हे माँ। तेरे महिमा में क्या गाऊं सारी दुनिया जाने, उसको विपदा कभी न घेरे जो कोई तुझको माने। तेरे दो चरणों में देखे मेरे चरणों धाम, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ। गौरवशाली वैभवशाली तुझको करो प्रणाम, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ, जगदम्बे जय जगदम्बे माँ।
प्रेम से बोलो जगदम्बे माता की जय। Swagatam, Swagatam, Pranam, Sitaram to each and every one of you, dear devotees. Welcome again yet to the third evening of adoration to that Universal Mother. Seeking my grace, her guidance and inspiration. In the very first night, we worshiped that Devi as Kumari Devi. Last evening, that manifestation of Ma as the form of Trimurti. This evening, 4 years old, Kalyani Devi. Kalyani Devi. My dear Bhaktajano, Kanya Puja, as the night goes by, we'll understand how important it is to perform Kanya Puja. May I kindly ask all of us to stand as we welcome our Kanya, that manifestation of Devi, into your world, our world. Ma leave the abode of the Himalayas, Himavayant, the heavenly region, Bhagavan Shiva, and she comes on Prithvi. She comes upon Mother Earth for all of us. Let us, Ganti, Garyal, Durga Durgati
Shamini Durga Padmini Vani Durga Machedini Durga Sadini Durga Nashini Durga Todarini Durga Nihantri Durga Mapaha Durga Ma Jnanida Dirga Dita Lokadavanara दुर्गा माँ दुर्गमलोका दुर्गा मर्गा प्रदायिनी दुर्गा माँ विद्या दुर्गा माँ श्रिता दुर्गा माँ ज्ञान संस्थाना दुर्गा ध्यान दुर्गा मोहा दुर्गा मागा दुर्गा मर्ता स्वरूपिणी दुर्गा माँ सुर संहंत्री दुर्गा माँ युद्धधारिणी दुर्गा मंगे दुर्गा माता दुर्गया मर्गमेश्वरी दुर्गा बेमा दुर्गा बामा दुर्गा बा दुर्गधारिणी नमा वाली नमस्तु दुर्गाया माम मानवा पते सर्वबन्धुतो भविष्यति न संशयः
ॐ कालातमिका कालातीर्थं करुणाहृदयं शिवं कल्याणजानिनं देवी कालिनं पूजयामि ॐ अगक्षे भगवती देवी
साने छात्रे स्थिरो भव यवत्पूजं करिष्यामि तव त्वं सन्मुखो भव नानारत्नासमायुक्ता कर्ता स्वर्विभूषितम् आसनं देवी देवेशा प्रीत्यर्थं प्रतिगृह्यता
प्रेम से बोलो कल्याणी माता की जय चंद्रगंते माता की जय kindly take your seat as our shrotas will perform Kanya Puja very first and foremost, and soon after our shrotas you also please come forward to perform Kanya Puja and also prasadam to Durga Devi. If you have prasadam, flowers, leaf, nimble patram, whatever the case may be, please come forward also after our shrotas. Once again, I hand you back over to our Gandharvas. Prem Salo Bhavani Mata Ki Jai.
तुम विनती सुनो सबकी कल्याण करो जगता सचरावती का करके उद्धार करो दुर्गा उद्धार करो दुर्गा
शक्ति दे माँ, 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 ओ माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ। पग पग तो कर काहू चलना पाओ, कैसे आओ मैं कर तेरे। पग पग तो कर काहू चलना पाओ, कैसे आओ मैं घर तेरे। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, ओ माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ। हाथ पकड़ ले, हाथ बढ़ा दे, अपनी मंदिर तक पहुँचा दे। हाथ पकड़ ले, हाथ बढ़ा दे, अपनी मंदिर तक पहुँचा दे। दर दर्शन के। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, ओ माँ। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ। जग में जिसका नाम है जीवन, एक युद्ध है संग्राम है जीवन। जग में जिसका नाम है जीवन, एक युद्ध है संग्राम है जीवन। तेरा नाम पुकारा, दुख का मारा, माँ में हारा इस जीवन से। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, ओ माँ। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ। तेरे द्वारे जो भी आया, उसने जो मांगा वो पाया। तेरे द्वारे जो भी आया, उसने जो मांगा वो पाया। माँ भी तेरा सवाली, शक्तिशाली शेरो वाली माँ जगदम्बे। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, ओ माँ। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ। पग पग तो कर खाओ, चलना पाओ, कैसे आऊँ मैं घर तेरे। पग पग तो कर खाओ, चलना पाओ, कैसे आऊँ मैं घर तेरे। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, ओ माँ। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ। पग पग तो कर खाओ, चलना पाओ, कैसे आऊँ मैं घर तेरे। पग पग तो कर खाओ, चलना पाओ, कैसे आऊँ मैं घर तेरे। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, ओ माँ। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, ओ माँ। शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ, शक्ति दे माँ।
नमो नमो दुर्गे सुख करने, नमो नमो अम्बे दुख हरने। जय अम्बे जगदम्बे माँ, जय अम्बे जगदम्बे। निरंकारी ज्योति तुम्हारी, तीनों लोक पर उजियारे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी, तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी, तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे। लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे। लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे। चुनरिया तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी माया का पावे यादों की चुरिया, हाथों की चुरिया, हाथों की चुरिया। माया का पावे यादों की चुरिया, हाथों की चुरिया, हाथों की चुरिया। माया तुझे पहनाने में चुरिया लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे। लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे। चुनरिया तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी माया को पावे माथे पे बिंदिया, माथे पे बिंदिया, माथे पे बिंदिया। माया को पावे माथे पे बिंदिया, माथे पे बिंदिया, माथे पे बिंदिया। माया तुझे मेरे सजनी में बिंदिया लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे। लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे। चुनरिया तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी माया को पावे फूलों का गजरा, फूलों का गजरा, फूलों का गजरा। माया को पावे फूलों का गजरा, फूलों का गजरा, फूलों का गजरा। मालों में तेरे लगन में गजरा लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी चुनरिया में लाल लाई रे। तेरे लिए माँ प्यारी प्यारी लाल लाई लाल लाई लाल लाई रे। लाल
बोलो भवानी माता की जय। प्रेम से बोलो स्कंद माता की जय। प्रेम से बोलो कल्याणी देवी की जय। My most revered Shrotaganas, this dear mother, Devi ji, and of course, her mother, as they afford us this opportunity to revere the feet of Param Shakti, to our most ardent and revered Gandharvas, musicians, our mothers and fathers, dear devotees of Bhagavati Ma, Pranam, Swagatam, Swagatam, welcome to this, the third evening of Ma Grace. And indeed, it is important for us to understand the glories of the Universal Mother. And having gathered and revered at the feet in the third evening to Ma, may she continue to listen to our cry. May she continue to listen to our dedication. May she continue to listen to our grace and our guidance. This evening, my dear devotees, as we rever at the feet of Ma, enveloping our mind, our thoughts, and our action, Hey Bhavani Ma, as our Devi Kalyani, 4 years old, we had the privilege, we have the opportunity to touch her feet, to offer her something of your sweat, and more so, dear Bhaktajano, to adore Ma. To all of you in house and virtually, welcome, welcome, welcome to Mahalakshmi Narayan Mandir. Welcome to the very third session of this divine glories to the Universal Mother. This evening, I thank all of you, and may your glories continue to be with us as we rever in prayers before we plunge into our Mahima, our glories tonight. Ma, how thankful we are. Ma, how fortunate are we to be in communion with you. We could have been at so many other places. So many things would have happened in our day that we even thought we may not be able to make it here today. But through Ma glories and through Ma grace, you are here. Let it be Tatastu. To that divine form of Bhagavan, we bow down to and we pray and we seek their glories. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswate Namaha. Om Namas Chandikaya Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Om लक्ष्मीनारायणाय नमः। ॐ सूर्याय नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुचरण्य कमलभ्यो नमः। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि
समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
सरस्वती मेऽस्तुभ्यं वारदे कामरूपणे विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा।
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं
पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनाम् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात्।
ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो
विष्णु प्रचोदयात्।
ॐ जयन्ती मङ्गलाकाली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा
दात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोऽस्तुते।
जय त्वं देवी चामुण्डे जय भूतापहारिणी जय सर्वगते देवी
कालरात्रि नमोऽस्तुते।
नमो दिव्ये महादिव्ये शिवाय सततं नमः। नमः प्रकृते भद्राय नियता प्रणता स्माता या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दुर्गारूपेण
संश्रिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः।
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्कृता नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः।
ब्रह्मा मुरारे श्रीपुरन्तकारे भानो शशि भूमिस्रतो भूरश्च गुरु शुक्रा
शनिराहु केतु
सर्वे ग्रह
शान्तिकरा भवन्तु।
अकन्दमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं
येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः।
तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजमूलं गुरुपदम् मन्त्रमूलं गुरुवाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा मोक्षमूलं गुरु कृपा हरि ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम. My most revered Shrotas, our dear sister Devi Ji and her mom, my dear devotees and humble servants of Param Shakti, I bow to that divinity. I bow to that spark of the Divine Mother that we recognize within all of us. And special word of welcome to the children of Ma. This, as we peruse the page of Srimad Devi Bhagavatam. On the very first day, we worship Ma in the form of Shailaputri. On the second day, we worship her in the form of Brahmacharini. And on this third day, we worship her as Chandra Ghanta. Every day dedicated to one of the Navadurga. And more so, we know, and just to remind us, the very first 3 days we worship Ma as Durga. To remove the Duratanis, to remove the Duragunas, the not so good qualities, the qualities that ought not to be with us, my dear devotees. Durga Ma remove our anger, our hatred, our infatuation, our jealousy. The divine Devi, as a form of Durga, she removed, just like trying to go to the gym. You go, or you didn't go after a very long time. You just cannot go and do what you feel like or what you used to do, isn't it? You have to gradually. And the very first few days is very difficult. Anything you do. May you go to a new job, even after vacation, returning to that same job you had for so many years. It's a little challenging, isn't it? And so throughout the period of our yearly activities, and to go 360, meaning commencement of Sharad Navratri, to fast, to abstain from so many things we ought to. It is not easy. And then the third or the second day is like, would I really make this thing? You question yourself. Would I really complete this vrat of Navratri? This thing feel like I won't even manage, even if you try to do something a little different or a little special. But indeed, in the first 3 days, Durga Devi, she removed all Duratanis. She removed obstacles in the very first 3 days. And guaranteeing your sankalpa, your vow, will be successful. And then of course, in the second 3 days, Mata Lakshmi, all radiance, all glow, all rejuvenation, the divine Devi come into our world. My dear Bhaktajano, and of course Saraswati, the Vidyam Rupe, we worship her in the last 3 days. Today, on Trityam Titi, as we worship Kalyani Devi, Chandra Ghanta. Ghanta or Ghanti you might hear, meaning the bell. The bell that we ring to do puja. And Chandra is short for Chandrama, the moon. So Chandra Ghanta, the Devi symbolism of that Ghanti, that bell, and that moon she wears. Moon, immediately by now we should know, moon comes with emotions. Moon represents emotions. Moon represents mother, as Surya represents father in the astrological world. And so Chandra Ghanta, the Devi, Chandraganta. That bells that she ring bring us to pure consciousness. Think of a regular bell. When a bell ring, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, no matter what you're involved in, you stop and you turn quickly where the sun is coming from. The bells bring utmost consciousness. That bell bring you to the path of spirituality. No matter what you were doing throughout the year. Navratri time, if we get a little dead as Hindu, we wake up. We wake up. We do fasting, we clean our home, we remove ourselves from prohibited activities and so forth. This bell summons us. This bell raises our consciousness, my dear friends. And not only in Hinduism a bell is significant, every other denomination uses a bell. Look at it. This bell, even when you forget something, you say it rings a bell. Kya baat hai? Isn't it? That rings a bell, my dear Bhaktajano. This Chandragante, the pure consciousness of Ma in our life today, as she's bedecked with royal blue. My dear devotees, this carries the emotional balance in our life. As she wears this royal blue, Bhaktajano, on the third day, on the Trityam Titi of Navratri, Ashwina Mas, which fall on Buddhavar, Wednesday. Dear devotees, it favors Ma devotee. It brings wishes and goodwill unto Ma devotee, especially when you participate in this celebration, in this vratam. This royal blue, O man, goes hand in hand with a sense of royalty and loyalty to Param Shakti. The royal life, the high life, out of 8, you might say, I am barely surviving. You might say, look at the problem I'm facing. But compared to what? Ask the question. Compared to what? One guy was worrying that, look, I'm amputated, I have one leg, and he's quarreling, and he's complaining to God. But then later on he look, there's another guy has no leg, like that. Compared to what we have problem, man. Out of 8.4 million species, God make you and I as the highest of them all. That's the royal life. That's the royal attire. That is the loyalty to Param Shakti. Now we achieve Manush Rupam. We achieve the highest because I told many times before, only my dear devotees, Manush Rupam can gain moksha. A dog and so forth is difficult. Only human form. You are there, you are ready, you are willing. You know, you go to some people's place, meaning their home, they have a pet in their home. You gotta try to get the dog away from the puja baby or the cat. Right, Alex? And here I gotta call Alexa all the time. Come out, no man. Come out, live with no man. Like that. My dear Bhaktajano, only human can gain that moksha. And so you're expressing that loyalty to Ma Durga. You're expressing that loyalty because so many births she have brought you through. She have bring you through birth after birth after birth. And you are here. You're thankful. Look what's going on in Florida. Kya baat hai? Then there's like laugh with the north. We laughing, eh? There's sunshine state. Now we have to put a little praise for them too now. Look. Have we not seen? Look how thankful we are. Look how comfortable we are. Not only Florida, you know. Tsunami, heat, fire, drought, mudslide, you name it. You name it. We are close to the North Pole, to Bhakta Drova. We in Canada, we are close to the North Pole and the star. Huh? Bhakta Drova, a devotee of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, he gained a position. That is why we can sit in peace and in comfort and worship Devi, my dear friends. Tonight as we wear this royal blue, let your life continue to be royal, pious and divine. And continue to express, Devi, that sense of loyalty to Ma. Continue to express that sense of loyalty. How thankful if somebody give you something. Your whole life you remember that, especially when you may just come to Canada. And then give a pass for use. Or they carry you here for buy a couple things at the dollar store. You feel so happy but you never know where, but you still take it. Like that. Remember those days? How thankful you are. You guys don't laugh with me. I don't know nothing to talk about. Them born here. Them born with gold spoon in their mouth like that. But the adults know what I'm talking about. And young people, it's your karma. I'm jealous, you guys. But express that unmatched elegance of Devi Chandraganti. The richness of Ma as you look at her murti. The warmth and the worthiness and the reliableness that she will never fail you. How worthy are you and I? How reliable is Ma? She will never ever fail you. My dear friends, with such a thought, we chant this rendition to the Divine Mother, expressing how thankful you are, expressing how fortunate you are. Ma, I can still be here and do my duty. I can pray, I can serve, I can help, I can do instrument, I can bring the ragas to the souls of the Divine Devi. Permit me as our Gandharvas, lead us in this beautiful Geet to the Divine Mother. Top away, clap your hands, sing along as we adore the Divine Devi.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संश्रिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः दुर्गा दुर्गति दूर करे मंगल करो सब काज मन मंदिर उज्जल करो
प्रेम जोर भवानी माता की जय। दुर्गा देवी, true Janme Jai, you're all a Janme Jais. The listeners of Srimad Bhagavatam, and Veda Vyasji is narrating, Vyasaya Vishnu Rupai, Narayan Swami himself is giving us this, oh man. Bhagavati Devi tell us, as we close last evening, that everything in this universe pervaded inside and outside by her. There is nothing else, there is nothing else left off by her, my dear devotees. Everything encompasses her. But we think and we believe this is different, that is different. The sun that shines here in Canada is different from the one in Australia and the one in India. Like that we think. Look, I always tell, let he do his work, you do your work, and let me do my work, right? Let's listen, just ignore him. Don't keep bothering. Let him enjoy himself. My dear devotees, look, we have scholars in this place and scholars to be. And we are told since pre-K, the sun rise and the sun does. Or before pre-K, now they got, no? Daycare. Like that. We are told the sun rays every morning at this time and the sun does at this time. Rays where, Shana? And dust where? Devi, think about that one girl. The sun don't raise nowhere and the sun don't dust nowhere. The sun is always there. You rise, isn't it? You retire to bed and you rise again and you go. But it appears as though the sun rises, isn't it? Isn't it? That's what we are taught. That's what we've been hammered home, bombarded with, and that become the real thing. Somebody tell you that today the sun don't raise or rise? English people? My dear devotees, you want to fight them down like that. Good fight. What kind of argument is this? The sun rises, the sun does, like that. But it doesn't. It appears as though. And same thing, my dear devotees, children of Ma who take something to be what is not, Natasha. As we say in Guyanese term, and it's an old adage around the world, not everything that glitters is gold. When you walk up on the beach, and you see all the glitters you think is diamond and pearls. You see how these little children, like my daughter and the others when they were little, all the sequins that fall on the ground, they pick up. They think it's so much a fancy thing, eh? Look at it. They're so engrossed with it. She will come and give me sometimes. I gotta put it in my pocket. Forget it is in there sometime. Collecting diamonds, she thinks. But for you and I, we just vacuum it. It has no value. Because why? You know it is useless. But for a child like our Kalyani, do not know this. Why am I saying this to you? Oh man, so we are caught up in this world, taking things to be something, but it is not. Devi tell us in Devi Bhagavatam how we confuse things. Permit me as we chant this shloka.
Sadaji, Sadaji, Sadaji Bhavani, Sadaji, Sadaji, Sadaji Bhavani.
Bolo. Sadaji, Sadaji, Sadaji Bhavani, Sadaji Bhavani,
Sadaji, Sadaji, Sadaji Bhavani.
Sadaji, Sadaji, Sadaji Bhavani, Sadaji, Sadaji, Sadaji Bhavani, Sadaji, Sadaji, Sadaji Bhavani, Sadaji, Sadaji,
Sadaji Bhavani.
Hey, Ma, we talk to Ma. Ma, although we may not come in front to you every day, we think of you. We thought of you, Ma. We adore you. We worship you. Ma, permit us to always be on this path of spirituality and not mistake the unreal for the real. Because it is so easy for us to remove ourselves from the right path and pick up what is not worthy. Sada Jai Sada Jai Bhavani, Sada Jai Everybody, Sada Jai Rajorayanya Sarapamala Vedeka Vinati He Vedeka Vinati He Sada Jai Tata Deva Shadri Rupena Bhayam Natra Samyasha Devi Dhanam Natra Samyasha Devi Dhyanam Sada Jai Sada Jai Bhavani, Sada Jai Bhavani, Sada Jai We mistake things so much. Rajayurta Sarpamala Devartika Bimantihi Tateva Sharadi Rupena Bhayam Nastrasham Yashaha. You see, a rope in darkness. This is how we mistake things. Although it is very bright, we still don't have the knowledge base to understand. A piece of rope, my dear devotees, in darkness appears as though it is a snake. In the same way, O man, in the same way, Devi appear as Ishvara. In the same way, Durga Ma appear as Vishnu. In the same way, Durga Ma appears as Brahma and so forth. Jiveshwari Vibhagascha Kalpito Maya Evatu Kalpito Maya Evatu. Not everything that presents itself in front of you, it is real. Let us don't go far. Let us don't go too far. You look into yourself. Let us look at ourselves. You go to a friend house, a subordinate friend, and take that word a little lightly for me. You behave differently. Your conversation will be different, isn't it? You go to someone who is very acquainted, you know very well, different way as soon as you walk, as soon as you see them, as soon as you get into their home. You're attending a dinner with your boss, differently you behave at the table. Isn't it? You go in and see your mother-in-law for the first time. Oh my goodness. You prepare well. You stay between the lane. Like that. Isn't it? We all act. We go in and get our driver's license, 10 to 2. You know, we're so vigilant. Isn't it? We follow all the rules. We turn our heads so we can ride back like that, Sharad. And after you get your thing, couple of years, you know what you do. All of us, isn't it? It is just a human thing. We all behave differently at different places at different time. Some people say, Baba, not trust them. You only know them because they come at temple in front of you, goody goody. You not know them for truth. Yes, let me tell you, like that. But all I know is this what I know for truth of everybody. Nice, sweet, Ram Ram Baba, Sita Ram, like that. I wonder sometimes people just get angry. Just like a people wonder if I just get angry. Like that. We all, isn't it? We all behave differently at different places. We're not going nowhere far. We ain't talking nobody's story. We're talking our own. So they can't say we gossiping tonight. Like that. My dear Bhaktajano, we appears differently all over the place. Devi is same, but you are that one person. You are Devi, and she's Devi. You are that same individual. May you go home, you take out your mascara and your outfit, you're that same person still, isn't it? Right? No matter where you go and what you do, you are that same one person. Same thing Ma is telling us tonight. Don't feel you're different all over the place you go. Ma is saying to us, just like how the rope will appear in darkness like a sarpa, like a snake. What is not a snake? When you get to know, you just walk over the thing and go along your way. But when you get to know, that is the knowledge. When you understand, my dear devotees. Jiveshu, in reality, in the real, Veda Vyasji is telling Janmajai, in the real Jivas, you are called and we are called Jivas. Individual soul, the spark. Oh Jivas, you are Ishvara. Oh Jivas, you are God. Like that. The difference is only what creates us not to be God and God-like and adharmic and Rakshas-like. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Maya Rupina Samsrita Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Maya Rupina Namaste, 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 Namo Namah. Namaste, 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 Namo Namah. Bolo. Namaste, Namaste. Namaste, Namo Namah. Devi Suktam. Inagat, nothing Ma is not abiding. Even your consciousness, your thirst, your awake, your sleep. You don't know you have a problem until you have a problem. Some people don't know sleep is a problem. What are you talking about? Sleep is a problem. I could drink coffee, I could drink X, Y, and Z, I could still sleep like that, we say. But even in the medical world today, medication does not put us. Hang on, don't worry, we all get in there. When you're little, let's say 8, 9 hours, you gotta get right, Amanda. As I say, you get much younger, 2 hours, 4 hours, good for your mass, the whole house night time. Up, down. Right, Nani? Up, down, we walk in the house. Nothing there for you. Your ring close 1 o'clock in the morning and so on. Like that. My dear friends, she is that Nidra Rupe. If she does not bless you, she's in the form of sleep. If she do not bless you, nothing happen. Our hunger, our everything In Maya, the Maya Rupe, the form of illusion is what takes us away from the right path. It appears as though it is different. Like when you go Guyana now, and you see the people wear all this jewelry, you say, wow, this is 24 karat. I thought I was 24 karat. Brazilian gold, like that. Gold plated, like that. It appears as though it's a real thing, but it is not. It is not, my dear devotees. And so, understand here tonight and night after night, my is speaking to you. My is telling you, do not get carried away. Do not get carried away. You know, like the dog standing on top, Pat and Roy's story, Gayani Sifa. Not Roy, that is, not that Roy. The dog is on the bridge. Alex, you know something, right? The dog is on that bridge and the dog has a bone in its mouth. You know the story, Davy, eh? And then he looked into that very subtle and silent water. That dog see a nice bigger bone, it magnified, no? It looked better there. And body open him out, forget it. You know what happened? Eh? You lose couscous and hawks together. Khan and hawks, you say, you lose together. My dear devotees, understand what is real. Your Manush Rupam, you have the intelligence. Look, man has gone to moon. Look at the things mankind is doing today. If somebody have told us 30, 40 years ago, man will do all of this, it is not possible. But mind you, it comes and it goes. Somebody asked the question, look, what is happening in social media? How do we stay away? How do we stay away? You now look, if you got on your belt, you're not looking for your car key, but you're looking for the phone. You can forget your license home, but you can't forget your phone. Oh man. But mind you, it comes and it goes. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, like that. Snapchat, I'll come with you right now. Facebook, then don't run out of there. It's going to go somewhere else again. Look, back in the days, MSM, where there? BBM, no? BBM? Where there? Was so up there, you see? Just time. And that also with us. Just time, we go and we come. Oh man. Everything affects by Maya. Illusion. It appears as though, when you got a bucket of water outside in the yard, and the sun or the moon is there, it look how that moon dancing. Look how the sun dancing in the bucket. Is it really the moon and the sun dancing? And your eye is not deceiving you because you see it with your own eye. Nobody not tell me to see it. I see it with my own eye, isn't it? And I put in my thing like that. So nobody can tell me I didn't have my glasses on to my contacts. I remember it just now. Somebody remind me like that. You see with your own eye, you say, but is it the sun moving? Is it the moon moving? But it appears as though it is moving, isn't it? My dear friends, this is exactly this dunya. This is exactly this world. Don't get fooled. Don't get caught up. What will make you understand? What will make you understand, my dear friends? Avidya jiva vedasya hetu nartaya prakirtitaha. You know what is causing all of this? Avidya. What is vidya? Knowledge. Avidya is ignorance, not having the knowledge. When you don't know, and you go to the store and you say, can I have a pack of supari? And they give you 2 packs of nutmeg. Listen to me, stay with me. You go ask for, can I have a pack of supari? Supari, betel nut. To do my puja, I got some home, but I want to buy some more. The store people say, why not go do? Take 2. Okay, thank you, no problem. You carry home 2 packs nutmeg. and you put it there. And I said, Baba, make a lot of stuff if you know, ask me. There's a difference between nutmeg and supari. But you don't know the difference. We don't know the difference. You take whatever them tell you. This is what is happening in this world. My dear devotees, if you do not know, you will take anything for granted and you will run with it. Ma is saying to us, if you do not know, it will bring ruin and it will bring difficulty in you, my dear friends. Bhagavati Ma is saying, see her true form. David declared, I am everything. I am the Maya. I am the one that gives you that obscured, clouded vision and appears as though it is real. But you have to know me. You have to identify with me. You have to relate with me. Mothers will say, nobody can know me picnic more than me. Analyze that statement. Devi, it says Himavayant, her father Parvati, he wants to see the Vishwarupa form. He wants to see the Vishwarupa form of Devi. My dear friends, when the Devatas and he saw that Vishwarupa form, they were all terrified. They were all terrified. That also reminds me when Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, 11th skanda, 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Skanda confused there, yes. Arjuna wants to see the Vishwasarupa form of Krishna. When Krishna showed him that eternal form, he couldn't handle it. Same thing. Devi showed the Devatas. Devi showed the Vishwasarupa form. And it brings fear, my dear friends. Understand here tonight that at Ma come into our world, don't get caught up with the nitty-gritties. Don't get diluted. Don't get lost away. But remain vigilant. Remain steadfast. Remain alert. Remain conscious. As Chandra Ganta, that bell, keep you in consciousness, in the moment. Planning of living tomorrow. Planning of living next year. Planning of living next 5 years. We plan so much. We forget to live while we are doing that and we die and gone. Oh man, with regret and regret and regret. Even on the funeral day, there's a ton of prayers. Baba chant for the soul with regret. For I didn't do this, I didn't get to do that, I didn't get to do that. You chant all to make that a purna, a fullness for them to let them go on. My dear Bhakta Jano, do not fall in that group. While we're alive, while we have the strength, the health, the financial wherewithal and capacity, do whatever you can to serve Ma. This is only the 3rd day. We have until next Tuesday, the 4th of October, Vijay Dashmi, the day of victory, the day of triumphant, the day of burning away all atrocities of our life, burning that 10 head like of Ravan that we have. Throughout this Navarat, that is our purpose, to remove the avidya, the ignorance, the doubt, and worship Ma. Adore her, gain that knowledge. When whatever you learn, practice, put into work, tell, teach, help others to come on this path. Oh man, rest assured, you'll be rewarded appropriately. Tonight, may the Devi continue to bless you. May she help us, may she aid us, and bring us that knowledge and that wisdom. Before we stand for Aarti, my dear, let us chant Kirtan to Ma. As we energize, as we lift this jiva, the low base quality, to the higher height and become conscious. Let that defining moment be and continue to stay with Ma and recognize you are Ma and Ma are you. You are one with her and nothing else. As our Gandharvas lead us to that feet of Devi Ma before you come to her with your sacred light.
Durge, 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 Jai Jai Ma. Durge, 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 Jai Jai Ma.
Everybody.
Durge, Jai Jai Ma. Ambe Durge,
करुणा देवी
करुणा सागरी माँ कालिका पालनी माँ कालिका पालनी माँ जगदारणी माँ जगदारणी माँ अम्बे दुर्गे जय जय माँ अम्बे दुर्गे जय जय माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे
Oh, please sing. Open our mouth. दुर्गे जय जय माँ बोलो.
दुर्गे दुर्गे
दुर्गे जय जय माँ.
अम्बे दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ अम्बे दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे दुर्गे
दुर्गे जय जय माँ.
दुर्गे
दुर्गे दुर्गे जय जय माँ.
दुर्गे जय जय माँ दुर्गे जय जय माँ
प्रेम से चंद्रगंते माता की जय. कल्याणी माता की जय. दुर्गे भवानी माता की जय. As we prepare to do our arti, our shrotas, you'll arti Durga Ma, our Kanya, Kalyani, and come to all the murtis. And our audience, please come to Kanya Devi and Durga Ma. Come as a family, come behind the barrier and wave your light and seek Ma grace. As we conclude tonight, Bhagavati Ma grace be with you. Yanika nikshapapani janamantarakrtani syat tani tani vinakshante lakshanai pade pade. Let us all stand.
जय गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी तुम कौन सदन ध्यावत हरे ब्रह्मा शिव जी तुम कौन सदन ध्यावत हरे ब्रह्मा शिव जी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया
जय अम्बे गौरी.
श्यामा गौरी आगे से नूर विराजते दीपो मृग मन को आगे से नूर विराजते दीपो मृग मन को बोलो जय माता दी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी कुंडल शोभते नासाग्रे मोती आनंद कुंडल शोभते नासाग्रे मोती कौतिक चंद्र दिवाकर सतराजत ज्योति बोलो जय माता दी बोलो जय माता दी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी कहरे वाहन राजते करे गग परदारी कहरे वाहन राजते करे गग परदारी सुर नर मुनि जन सेवते जिनके दुख हारी बोलो जय माता दी बोलो जय माता दी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी जय अम्बे गौरी मैया जय श्यामा गौरी शुंभ निशुंभ विदारी
हाथ जोड़िए, आँखें बंद करो, clasp our hands as we close in prayers to the feet of the Universal Mother. हे माँ, सदा भवानी दाहिने सनमुख रहे गने, पंचदेव रक्षा करे ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश. Everybody. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव.
मम देव देवा.
With one voice. जयंती मंगला काली
काली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री
स्वास्वधा
नमोस्तुते
स्वास्वधा नमो